In today's episode, New York just axed a champion. Sandy Brondello is out in Brooklyn after 1 ring and 4 elite seasons. Indiana walked into Vegas and stole Game 1 by 16. Kelsey Mitchell dropped 34. The Clips are flying. Fans say Aja Wilson's screens were moving. Elbows were high. New York fired a title-winning coach. 1 year later. Let that sink in. Reuters' Sandy Brondello is out at the New York Liberty. Contract not renewed. The team packaged it politely. The message landed hard. Change for change's sake? Or a power move after a flat title defense? You decide. She is the winningest coach in franchise history. Over 100 wins in 4 seasons. 2 straight 30-plus win years. 1 banner in year 3. And a quick first-round exit this time. That combination should buy time. It bought a pink slip. Why now? The arc tells a story. The Liberty opened hot. Then injuries stacked. Breanna Stewart's knee wasn't right in the playoffs. Jonquel Jones missed time. Rotations kept shifting. The super team never felt whole. New York bowed out early to Phoenix. Patience evaporated. Front office spin sounded grateful. Jonathan Cole praised her everlasting impact. That's corporate for thank you and goodbye. Don't be fooled. This is pressure. Win now, pressure. Defend the crown or get replaced. New York chose the latter. Let's be blunt. Brondello's resume travels. She won a title in Phoenix a decade ago. She won a title in New York last year. She sits top 6 all time in WNBA coaching wins. Someone is dialing already. Seattle, the coming expansion teams. Maybe Chicago if smoke appears. The market is open. The phones will burn. What does this mean for the Liberty Corps? Sabrina Ionescu thrived in the system. Breanna Stewart came for rings, stability, and New York stage. Jonquel Jones evolved as a two-way hub. Rip the coach, and you shape the chemistry. Continuity matters. Ask any dynasty. It's not just talent. It's alignment. It's trust. Who takes the chair? Names are circulating. Nikki Collin, Sonia Rahman, Brian January. High IQ teachers who manage stars and egos. But the real test is simple. Can they win in May and in September? Can they survive the New York echo chamber when a 3-game skid hits? That's the job, not the press conference. Here's the twist. Firing a champion sets a new bar. Players see it. Agents see it. Future free agents see it. 1 ring isn't job security. It's rent due. Every season. Miss a payment and the locks change. That edge cuts both ways. It fuels urgency. It also frays nerves. Short sentence here. Reality check. If you're Chicago, Dallas, Seattle, or an expansion front office, you call Sandy. Today, she's a culture elevator. She's a late-game adult. She's respected in every locker room. And yes, she is a clear upgrade for a chunk of the league. New York bet on volatility. That can spark another parade. It can also explode in their hands. The only certain piece is uncertainty. In this city, that's gasoline. Quick pulse check. Was this fair? Fair doesn't matter. Only banners matter. New York decided last year's banner bought exactly 1 year. Now the timeline resets. Again, before we move on, do us a solid. If you love Blunt Hoops talk without fluff, subscribe now. Drop a like. It helps more fans find the show. Summary punch. New York swung the axe. Brondello leaves with history and leverage. The Liberty are powerful. The seat is hotter than ever. Next coach, step right up. Bring ice. The champs expected a coronation. Indiana crashed the party. Game 1. Semifinals. Vegas at home. Aja Wilson honored as MVP pregame. The script wrote itself. Then Kelsey Mitchell crossed out the ending with a Sharpie. 34 points, 4 triples, 6 for 6 at the line. Net on fire. Crowd in shock. Fever by 16. Indiana didn't just hang around. They controlled pace. They closed the third with an 11-0 burst when Vegas threatened. That swing broke the building. It broke the rhythm. It turned belief into conviction. Short sentence for rhythm. Statement win. Let's spotlight the star. Mitchell's scoring menu was complete. Pull-ups off high drag. Walk into threes in late clock. Snakes to the elbow. Pocket dime to Turner. Repeat. Everything looked clean. Everything looked decisive. That's veteran craft. That's years of being overlooked, then cashing when the lights are hottest. Context matters. Indiana is shorthanded. 6 players out. Caitlin Clark is sidelined with a right groin injury and not on the active postseason roster. She reacted online with 2 words for Kelsey. Unreal. Simple. Perfect. Respect from the sideline. Now the matchup chess. Aja Wilson faced Aaliyah Boston in a crowded paint. Wilson still posted 16 and 13, but she needed 22 shots to get there. 6 makes, 22 attempts. That's disruption. That's angles, leverage, and early bumps before the catch. Boston didn't block the star. She walled the runway. She forced tough takeoffs. Defense traveled. Lexi Hull chased Jackie Young over screens. Lateral slides. No reaching. Make her change directions. Odyssey Sims punched the tempo with straight-line drives and on-ball pressure. Natasha Howard ate glass and stabilized the half-court. Role players owned the hidden margins. The stat that flips narratives. In a best-of-5, teams that take Game 1 usually control the series. The aces know the math. Their fans know it. Urgency arrived fast. Becky Hammond said it out loud. They lacked urgency in Game 1. Then she demanded feistiness. Game 2 answered with a blowout. Vegas by 22. Series tied. Message sent. The pendulum swings. That's the playoffs. Short sentence. New series now. So what's next? Vegas will trap Mitchell higher. They'll put size on the ball. They'll pre-rotate behind it. Expect more early touches for Wilson at the nail. Expect empty side actions to clear the weak side tag. Free throws are the thermostat. If Aja lives at the line, the building heats up. Indiana's counter is simple. Keep Wilson off her spots on the catch. Scram switch the dunker when she spins baseline. Make the shooters beat you from the corners. And let Mitchell breathe with quick clears. First read, second read, let it fly. One more thing. Assembly Hall. Energy is real. Game 3 in Indy will feel different. Young guards feed on that noise. Veterans settle in it. Which group blinks first? That decides the night. You're here, you're locked in. Tap subscribe. Drop fired up in the comments if you believe Indiana can finish the job at home. It helps the channel grow. It keeps this show free. Final thought. Game 1 proved the champs can be punched. Game 2 proved they punch back. The next 40 minutes define the series. Bring ice. Bring poise. Bring a plan. The clips went viral. The takes got loud. Was Vegas playing edgy or dirty? Fans highlighted moving screens. Extra shoves on rebounds. Elbows swinging through space. Lexi Hull hit the floor more than once. The whistle stayed calm. The internet did not. That's the debate now. Where's the line between physical and reckless? Where's the line between tough and cheap? Let's separate feeling from fact. Fact 1. Indiana won the only scoreboard that matters in Game 1 by 16. Fact 2. Aja Wilson shot 6 for 22. That's rare. She usually lives north of efficient. Indiana made it ugly in the best way. Body early, chest up, hands high. Meter on the step, not the gather. Now the feeling part. Did Wilson get away with extra contact? Some clips support that argument. Off-ball bumps, hard hip checks on rub screens, cell jobs on light contact. It happens in playoff basketball. It always has. The Aces didn't invent it. They perfected it. Rumor mill says league offices watch these sequences after every game. No public discipline here. Just noise and adjustments. That's the usual path. Indiana's answer wasn't retaliation. It was control. Stephanie White kept the group centered. We keep the main thing the main thing. That mantra held when the third quarter run hit. It held when emotions spiked. It held when the arena begged for chaos. That's coaching. That's buy-in. Short line. Composure wins. Lexi Hull deserves a spotlight. She graded out elite in the invisible categories. Deny handoffs. Peel switches. Early chess to cut the driving angle. Plus minus doesn't tell the full truth, but it nods toward impact. Her work shaded Jackie Young's comfort zones. That ripples across possessions. That steals 2 or 3 buckets. That matters. Odyssey Sims sent another message. Don't get baited. Get downhill. Draw help. Kick. Sprint back. Rinse. Her tempo changes were daggers. Little things punish frustration. A quick push off a miss. A crossover into a body. A gather through contact. Each possession said the same thing. We're not flinching. The officiating subplot will not disappear. Expect both benches to lobby early next game. Expect an emphasis on freedom of movement hand checks and stationary screens. That helps skilled guards. That helps Indiana. But it cuts both ways. If Wilson gets a tight whistle on post bumps, she lives at the stripe. That flips the math back. Remember the timeline. Vegas answered in Game 2 with clean execution and force. They turned Indiana over. They turned defense into easy points. They calmed the noise by scoring. That's how you mute a narrative. You hoop. So here's the real takeaway. Physicality isn't a scandal, it's a language. Indiana spoke it back, without losing their grammar. That's growth. That's why this series suddenly feels even. One more layered detail. The Fever's belief didn't come from hype. Caitlin Clark is out. The star power sits in street clothes, and still the room believes. That's culture. That's we over me. And with this, if Vegas leans on theatrics, Indiana will smile and score. If Indiana chases calls, Vegas will score and smile. Both teams know. The team that stays boring longer wins. Boring is execution. Boring is rotations. Boring is spacing and second efforts. Boring rings. If you're still with us, you're our people. Hit subscribe. Turn on all notifications. Drop your Game 3 prediction below. 2 words only. Fever or Aces. Keep it bold.